All right, guys. All of you watching on YouTube and Facebook Live, Bill Walsh, Scott Depew, back along the water. It looks like we've got a little bit of action. We demonstrated this in the live shot at 12:30, but they're basically gonna. I wish I could use the water bottle I use as a prop at 12:30, but just get this boat almost vertical, and then the bottom is going to kind of drag along the rocks. And according to Jeff from All City Towing, they would like, of course, to get the bottom up over the rocks, but it might not. So it could be ugly. Those are his words. It could be ugly. And we do see some action going on. So we think this is the big kind of pull to get this boat vertical. We have been doing some stops and starts because the boat is making noise when it's getting pulled. The hull is groaning. They don't want to pull, obviously, the chains through the entire boat and cut it in half. But they have managed to get these straps, these chains, these whatever, all throughout the boat, in the front, in the back, and whatnot. So we look about ready to go. The cranes are straining, trying to pull up this boat. The reason this boat is so heavy, at least according to Jeff with All City Towing, there's about 2 feet of caked mud that washed up on the bottom of this guy. We have movement. Oh, foreman said stop. Something I found interesting, a lot of these gentlemen and ladies have like call signs on the back of their helmets, almost like they were in the movie Top Gun. So one guy is named Rocket, and you can see Rocket actually right here if you want to. I believe he's going to be part of Milwaukee lore. Like, I wouldn't doubt it if there's some ladies or men in the chat wondering if Rocket is single. You know, you just never know. Jeff was the guy we talked to who was the foreman on here. His call sign was Daddy Jeff. Didn't really ask him for an explanation on that. We're just going to let that one be. Yeah. So Daddy Jeff is here. Rocket is here. We'll try to get you more call signs from the top guns at All City Towing as the day goes on.
Good?
Yeah.
deal. They're fast. Yeah. Exactly. Sorry. As the crews work to remove the abandoned boat, young men provide As the crews work to remove the abandoned boat, conductors on the provide
Grab my water bottle. I'm waiting for text to tell me that my rocket is ready.
As the crews work to remove the abandoned boat, conductors on the provide As the crews work to remove the abandoned boat, conductors on the provide
Okay.
As the crews work to remove the abandoned boat, conductors on the provide
I'm good on the water. Alright. Thank you. Alright, so Alright. Bring you some straight. We are. I mean, it's like if you leave some. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go grab my water bottle. I'll be here. Okay, so I'll try to steal it. I'll put up our rooms here. Yeah. That should be fine. There's an imaginary line delineated by the home. Yeah. So. this morning.
Hello, Facebook Live. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Internet. Bill Walsh, Scott Depew here. Lakeside, boatside. We have been checking in all day, covering the removal of Deep Thought, or as it has been dubbed by Milwaukeeans, the SS Minnow, a small craft that has been marooned here for more than 6 months, going on 7 months. We've spent the morning getting Deep Thought off of water onto the official shore, and now we're getting ready for some more action here, quite honestly. There are not one, not two, but 3 cranes, all with wires attached to various parts of Deep Thought, and they will give a mighty heave. And what we think is going to happen, at least according to Jeff, who is the foreperson here, the head guy at All City Towing, we think the front of the boat is going to come up first, and the orientation of the boat as it gets pulled from the beachy sand onto the rocks, it's going to be more vertical, and the back of the boat, which is weighed down with 2 feet of caked mud, is going to keep that bottom, the back of the boat on the bottom, and Jeff was not confident that we're going to have a clean removal here. He said it could get ugly. Those are his words. That the back of the boat could drag along these rather heavy and jagged rocks on its way out of here. I did touch base with Sheldon Wasserman. He is District 3 Supervisor, Milwaukee County Board. I asked him, hey, is what you said yesterday correct about the final destination of this boat? And he said, yes, absolutely. He said All City Towing is going to try to get this guy on a flatbed, the flatbed transported to All City Towing, and then it'll sit at All City Towing for a little bit, an undetermined amount of time, and then Deep Thought's final resting place is probably going to be a dump. They are just going to junk it, which stands to reason. Obviously, if you don't need to be a sailor or an engineer. I told you all morning I'm not an engineer. I'm catching some guff about that. But I am not a sailor and I am not an engineer. But anyone with any common sense can look at this thing and say it's not going to be seaworthy. It's not fixable at all. Some people have floated the idea of, hey, maybe you cut this guy up into parts. People take a little souvenir off the boat. You charge everybody, $20-30, and then you recoup some of the cost, some of the estimated $50,000 to get this boat out of here. Supervisor Wasserman told me yesterday, yeah, great idea, but because of legalities, that is probably not going to happen. So if you want a souvenir from the boat, you are very likely too late. Or you're going to have to do what everybody else does and go on eBay and pay exorbitant prices to get your souvenir. The Milwaukee Record actually is selling T-shirts. Matt Wild, columnist, podcaster, blogger extraordinaire. He does everything at the Milwaukee Record. He's actually wearing one of the shirts. They are, in my opinion, this is opinion here, it's not factual, but they're, in my opinion, pretty stylish and pretty fashionable. So if you do want your souvenir, you can go that route, or you can, you can pay one of the people who, got on here before it was being carted out for your own little piece of the boat. There's also Bobblehead, National Bobblehead Museum. I think they'll charge you $35. It'll be delivered in November, but they're making a bobblehead. I get it. The boat doesn't have a head. It's a bobble boat, whatever you want to call it. It'll bobble. It's a boat. That'll be delivered in November. We ran that for a story a while ago. So there are souvenir options available if the boat has captivated your hearts and minds. So we're getting ready. We came back after kind of an hour and a half lunch break. We gave Deep Thought a tug with the 3 cranes that are all attached in some way, shape, or form to the boat. We gave it a tug, and we're tensing up again. So we think we are close to the action here. We think we're close to some action. If you're watching us on Facebook, watching us on YouTube, some other streaming service, Instagram, whatever it is, we're glad you're joining us. Our web manager, Megan, will forward me questions if you have any questions. Okay. Scott tells me we're getting ready to pull. I believe he actually is an engineer. We'll have to verify that independently, but I do believe he is an engineer. So anything he tells me, I take as gospel. I should mention the crowd has another tow rope coming out. Oh my goodness. All right, yeah, we've got a good 1, 2, 3, 4, a good 5 cables, maybe 6. If I'm going to count 6 attached to the boat. So they're cabling this guy up. I was going to mention that the crowd here has, I would say, ballooned to over 100. I'm bad at crowd estimation. Don't take that as gospel, but there are definitely dozens of people here to watch the resolution of a nearly 7-month saga about this boat.
I think the two of you really. I don't know what it was, but that's getting
The bathroom on the boat is called the head.
Well, sure.
Just had to fill you in so then you knew.
I've heard that term for bathroom, but I was talking about an anatomical head,
Right, no,
as,
I know that.
as in bobblehead.
Right, I know that.
All right, all
I was
right,
like, I'm just in case
all right.
somebody makes it.
Feels punny to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, something else I will mention. If you come down to see this, you should get here pretty quick because I think stuff is going to happen. You should get here quick. Also, bring sunscreen. Bring sunscreen. The back of my neck is not looking great right now, and a lot of people out here. Given this is basically one of the first nice days in our rather dreary Milwaukee spring. It's beautiful outside down by the lake. It's absolutely gorgeous, but bring sunscreen. You know, take care of yourself.
See what happens.
It is a jovial atmosphere here. Complete strangers having conversations. I do see some malted beverage being consumed, which is, I mean, a pretty decent way to spend a day as long as it's done responsibly, you know? Oh, I think we're pulling. I think we're about to pull. Scott, is that Daddy Jeff right there?
Yes.
Okay. Person there in Scott's camera. He's the gentleman who gave us an update just before noon. His name is Jeff Pillar with All City Towing. If you'll take a look at the back of his helmet, He has like a nickname or a call sign if you want to use Top Gun terms. Daddy Jeff. There's also a rocket here. Yeah, the towing people have call signs. It's kind of neat. So Daddy Jeff overseeing what's going on, giving some hand signals here. We think we're going to get the all clear to give the heave-ho from the not one, not two, but 3 cranes parked along the lakefront. Okay, we got the hand signal from Daddy Jeff. I think that means pull. I am no expert on the signs, but you know, I think thumbs up means let's go. Oh, maybe not. Now stop. Right? Oh, we've got more stuff. We're bringing in a jack. Do you see that, Scott? We're going to jack up the boat like it had a flat tire. One does wonder how they're going to get it under the boat, because on a car, of course, you have the tires lifting the frame off the ground. Oh, okay.
I'm no engineer.
Okay. Let's see where they put the jack. But it looks like a heavy duty jack that a serious car care professional would use on a car. Scott, our resident engineer, says that he thinks it's going to be used to prop up the cables and not the boat. But we'll have to see. We will verify that visually if we can.
This guy gets it. This guy gets it.
Both got a flat tire.
Yeah. Something. And so we wait. We wait for the jack to be put in position. And whatever needs lifting to be jacked up, so to speak.
I mean, what are you going to use a jack? What's up, man? Welcome to the party. Good time.
The can looks cool. Eagles Park. The can looks cool. Oh, really?
Hello? Yeah. Bill, are you right on the other side of those houses?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's over by you. I see your car. Yeah, I see you.
5-minute walk from Bradford.
All right, guys, we're going to jump off the commentary of our live stream real quick. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I did not bring sunscreen, so someone from the station has brought it for me.
Yeah,
And, you know,
yeah.
skincare is important, everybody. Listen, we'll keep you appraised of all the developments with this boat. If you're hanging out with us on the live stream, we sure appreciate it. Scott, if you want to jump in here, go ahead. Go ahead. Are you sure?
Big day for the city.
That's a big day. All right, we'll be back, guys.
audio back going there.
All right, guys, jumping back on the live stream. Bill Walsh, Scott Depew here. Following the removal of deep thought from the Lake Michigan shore, I had to I had to jump off the stream because we took a delivery of camera batteries and sunscreen. Because Scott and I have been out here for hours. Actually, some people from Channel 12 and Fox 6 asked for the sunscreen. I charged them. I didn't charge them. I didn't charge them money for the sunscreen. I gave it to them. That actually is a myth perpetuated by the movie Anchorman. That all the TV stations in town hate each other. Actually, it is quite the opposite. We all have a common ground, and we understand what each other goes through, and we totally like each other and are all friendly. In case there was any misconception out there, Anchorman is just a movie. Let's talk about the boat. Okay, we've got some Facebook commenters jumping in. Let's see if I have an intelligent reply or just a reply, period. A really bad idea. It should have been barged and or floated to a marina. It will never be yanked over these rocks. Valid point. I believe, though, that is what Jerry, the former salvage company hired to do this job, tried to do. They tried to do that. I think it was here so long and here over the winter, and the waves washed up so much mud and dirt and sand and water that it could not be barged and not floated to a marina. I think this is where we're at. I think that idea was tried, and because of the circumstances, it was failed. Now, you could say it should have been barged and floated to a marina right away. Yeah, that's probably a valid point. But at this time, after months and months and months and months of sitting along the shore, I don't think that was the way to go. That's just based on what I've heard from everyone I've talked to in this story. Let's get some dynamite and blow this thing up. That was from another commenter. There is some oil and fuel on the boat still, and dynamite would certainly have a reaction with that. I think environmentally that's not the way county officials wanted to go. Another commenter. Why it wasn't brought through the water to a boat launch instead of pulling against so much resistance, aka the rocks, seems like a huge waste of resources. Yeah. I think a previous commenter said something similar. I think that is a valid point. And I think there will be and should be some accountability as to why this was allowed to sit here for months. But I think we are at the point where this is the way it has to come out. Letting it get to this point, again, not ideal. But I think this is the point where we're at. I will give some play-by-play of the action here. The cables from the 3 cranes are all taut. And it does appear that we're putting some pulling pressure on the boat to see if we can get it to lift. I will pause for a moment to listen. Just anecdotally, here's my surefire way of telling something is happening. When the salvage workers or when the all-city towing workers move away, that's how I know something's going to happen, because those people are smart and they don't want to be in the way if something happens, so they get the heck out of there. So when I see them move away, I go, oh, maybe something's happening. Admittedly, though, since we came back from lunch break, not a whole ton has been happening. Scott, you are at a higher vantage point than me. Can you see where that jack was deployed? There's basically a car jack.
Yeah, I don't see it.
You don't see it down there?
It's down. Maybe they used it to lift a piece of wood in like a ship.
Okay, yeah, possibly. All right. Okay. We are still waiting. They're actually not going to lift now. There's a worker in the cabin of the boat, so that would be unfortunate. Oh, and we're bringing in more wood. We're bringing in more materials. Yeah, maybe this is a process of lift a little bit, get some stuff under it, lift a little bit, get some more stuff under it, lift a little bit, get some more stuff under it, rinse, repeat. That appears to be what's going on right now. Scott and I had the idea of furniture sliders. You know, the ones you set under your couch so you can move the couch easily and you don't have to lift it. Don't jump in the chat. It's obviously an absurd idea. Shout out to everyone watching the live stream on Facebook, YouTube, and possibly Instagram. The CBS 58 account is up on several channels. Bill Walsh, Scott Depew here, hanging out on the shoreline, waiting for deep thought to be removed. This will be the end of a nearly 7-month saga. We spoke to Jeff, the person in charge here at All City Towing. He said he is confident that this boat is getting out of here today, and they will stay until tomorrow if they have to. But he's confident it is leaving today. It has not been easy. It took basically all morning to get the boat out of the water and officially onto shore. And that may have been the easy part, because now they have to traverse a good, I'm going to say 25 feet of jagged rocks. Then I'm told this will be lifted onto a flatbed, transported to All City Towing. It'll spend a little bit of time at All City Towing and then flatbedded over to a dump. An ignominious end for a boat that has touched so many hearts and minds. The memory will live on, though.
Sure will.
I mean, do you remember Can I ask your name?
Yeah, Robin.
Robin? I'm sitting next to Robin. We've been hanging out for the last hour or so. Robin, do you remember the Love Rock?
I do remember the Love Rock. Grew up with that.
You grew up with the Love Rock.
Sure
Okay.
did.
How about the Whale Wall?
Yes.
Yeah, there's these things in the city that just pop up that kind of get told as stories from generation to generation, right?
There you go.
Do you feel the boat will
Yep.
be one of those?
Sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think so too. The Milwaukee Lion. Remember when we thought a live lion was running the streets of Milwaukee? Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. I got to cover some of that. It was amazing. I do wonder if other cities have this kind of stuff or it's just us. But
I don't know.
it's been fantastic, right?
Sure has.
The Milwaukee Lion. And now
Something to talk about.
yeah. And now Deep Thought or the SS Minnow. Were you here, Robin, for any of the DJ sets that were?
I was not.
You were not here? Okay.
But I was here shortly after it was beached and saw the whole cover and the paddleboard on it and no graffiti. So it's really sad seeing it all tatted up.
Yeah. Well, and from what I hear from Supervisor Wasserman, the couple that bought this boat and kind of didn't know how to run it, kind of put their life savings into it, and now they lost it, and they have no money. And one way to look at that is, well, don't buy a boat if you don't know what you're doing. But the other side of it is, geez, you don't want that to happen to people, you know?
Right. You don't want that to happen, but you would think that they wouldn't want to just leave it here.
Certainly, I do think they didn't know what the heck to do, but yeah, it is going to cost the taxpayers tens of thousands of dollars. It was a very rude thing to do. I don't know if they felt they had any other option, you know.
Right.
Not an excuse, but yeah, listen, it's a lesson for us all. Don't
abandon your goods.
Well, don't maybe take a class before you buy a boat or something. I mean,
Correct.
You know,
or maybe insure it when you do buy it.
sure, absolutely. What can I ask? What made you decide to come down? Are you here for the duration?
No, I've got to go real soon, so I got to follow you when I leave.
Oh yeah, CBS 58 Facebook page. You should be able to find that. Hopefully, pretty easy.
Okay.
If we're doing our job, it'll be pretty easy. But you got to go. Were you here this morning?
No.
Okay, so you just kind of came for the afternoon session?
Correct.
Okay. Well, I'm bummed out for you that you didn't get the big thing, the shot
The
we're all looking
deliverance.
for. Yeah, exactly.
The rising up.
Yes. All right. Well, I won't keep you, Robin. Thanks
Yes.
for hanging out with me.
Sure, you're welcome.
Are you sure you don't want some sunscreen?
Nope, I'm good. I gotta go.
You got suns
But
out,
thank
guns
you.
out. You got skincare is important.
It sure is.
You're fine?
I am fine.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Robin.
Sure.
Listen, skincare is important. Yeah.
No laughing man.
That's
We're a dermatologist every year.
exactly. Listen, it's not to be played around with. We are getting a little bit of cloud cover, which is from a guy who's been sitting here since 8:45 a.m. That is welcome on my end. Some of the other folks may not be excited about the cloud cover, but they're signaling, they're hand signaling. Either the chains or the boat is groaning a little bit. We think we're going to get a pull. I do still wonder, and I don't have this verified in any way, shape, or form. I do still wonder if it's going to be a little bit before we get the big reveal, we get the big deal.
CBS 58 live stream.
Yeah, give that a shot. How meta is this? On our live stream, we're trying to find the CBS 58 live stream. I wonder if this will be a feedback loop. Oh, this is our news. Mike Strelo, Amanda Porterfield, Michael Schlesinger, wonderful people. Try to go to our Facebook page. Robin, you know, if you get on here, I may have doubled our viewership. You never know.
Oh, there we go.
I believe it's only my mom on right now, so. Well, that's us. That's our Facebook page, but that's not what we're looking for. Maybe click on the. Click on. Oh, see. Oh, and you're running low on battery. Okay. Oh, try that. Breaking news live stream. Oh, we did it.
This is it? So I
Yeah,
can
you
play?
found us. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to turn away from you so we don't get
Yeah.
feedback microphone loop.
Yeah.
All right?
There you go. Thank you so
Robin,
much.
you're the best. Thanks
You
for
too.
hanging out with me.
Thanks, Bill. Have a good shot.
Yeah.
I said so.
Okay, guys. Hello, Facebook. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Instagram. Bill Walsh, Scott Depew, Lakefront. If you've been watching the stream, you probably just saw the most progress the boat has made in an hour or so. Maybe 3 hours if I want to be, if I want to exaggerate a little bit. But she's moving. We thought getting it offshore was going to be the hard part. No. That was the easy part. The afternoon session has been kind of move 6 inches to a foot, then wait another 20 minutes, and then do it again. And the pace of this does not bode well. If you need to take Lincoln Memorial Drive home, this was supposed to be done at 4 o'clock, and the road was supposed to be opened up at 4. I have my doubts that is going to happen. So listen, if you are watching this stream at work, bless you for hanging out with us when you otherwise should be working. But listen, if you have a commute home that comes through Lincoln Memorial Drive, I would plan another route. I could be proven wrong. I actually hope I'm proven wrong. But I think we're going to be here longer than 4 p.m. That's just based on me extrapolating what I have seen thus far. If you are just joining us, basically what has happened since we got back from the hour and a half break, the lunch break or whatever, is they've pulled a little bit. They've brought in some what look like boards or big old railroad ties, and then they've gotten them underneath the front of the boat, which is kind of lifted up a little bit. So they've I think what they're doing is using those railroad ties as some sort of ramp. Get them under, pull it up a little more, bring in some more boards, pull it up a little more. So this is painstaking work thus far. What we think is going to happen, at least according to Jeff, when he gave us the update right before they broke off for the lunch break, is that the front of that boat is basically going to look vertical, and the back of the boat, the stern of the boat, is going to very likely be kind of dragged or bounced along the rocks until they traverse the some 25 feet or so of rocks and get this boat out of here. It's possible that the back of the boat will clear the rocks, that they'll have enough lift and be vertical enough, but when I asked Jeff about it at just before noon, he was like, no, it could be ugly. It could be ugly. Those are his words as I remember them. So we watch and we wait. We've got a good 100 people here checking out the end of the boat saga. That is something we did ask Jeff from All City Towing at noon. He says, no, we'll stay here till tomorrow if we have to, but this boat is getting out of here. So it is going to happen. It is just a matter of when. So I jumped on because we had movement, and now we're in that lull period again before it moves another 6 inches or a foot. Well, we might be getting another pull. Oh, here we go. The workers appear to be encouraging each other. I don't know if you heard that guy. He's like, oh, that was a good one. So. It's kind of fun to watch the rigs because when they kick on the winch or whatever, when they get to pulling, the front of this big semi will actually kind of bounce up a little bit. It's obviously still firmly on the ground and secured, but it does bob up a little bit. This boat did not start out heavy, but it is now. From spending the winter along Lake Michigan, according to Jeff again from All City Towing, a good 2 feet of mud and sludge got into the bottom of the boat, and that has weighed this sucker down, making its removal much, much more difficult. So if you're watching us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or wherever else, we appreciate it. I do sometimes think I'm talking into the void, but some of the commenters are reminding me that you are indeed out there. So you can stay out there and watch everything. We will be right here getting all of this documented. And of course, do watch us at 4, 5, 9, and 10 for complete boat coverage. I believe we will have team coverage of this. Some of you out there wonder, oh, why are you paying so much attention to the boat? Well, I think it's obvious. There are dozens, if not hundreds, of people here watching it. It has been a months-long saga with twists and turns, and city and county leaders both care about it. And you know, there have been DJ sets, there have been music videos shot, there has been a mock funeral for this boat. It has captured the hearts and minds of many, many people. So that's why we're here, and we'll be here to see it through. All right, I'm going to jump off a little bit. If we get progress, you might hear from me again. So long.